Hey everyone, and welcome to the Level Design Lobby, where you're joining me, your host, Max Perez. And this is another one that we always kick off with at the beginning of the month, which is the essential reading. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hey everyone, I hope you're well, playing and or making the games that you all love. As I said, you're joining me, your host, Max Perez, and this is another one of my essential reading, where essentially I go through all the sort of stuff that I've been reading and looking at over the last month or so, and recommend to you amazing gurus. Because after all, I do not know everything, and I think it's great for us as developers to always share with one another what we have in mind, what is it that we want to, improve upon, and what we can gain from one another. So with that, we're going to do a quick one, because right now it's pretty late, I'm not going to lie to you, when I'm recording this, and I've still got stuff to do, and I'm travelling, so there's a lot to do. So this one's going to be a slightly shorter episode than usual, and that I do apologise. And plus, tomorrow is when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and I'm super duper excited for that. But there are no Kingdom Hearts reading materials, sadly, in this one. Instead, there's a few things that is going to be going on around here. So, as I said, there is quite a few different things we want to go through. And the first one is, and I'm sure some of you have already seen this, but I want to give a shout out to a new website called Next Level Design. And in this, it's a site dedicated for level design, in which, so I've got to move my mic, my setup's different now, so I'm trying to make sure that my mic actually catches me as well. So I'm going to have to try and move around a smidge. As I say, so basically, this is a new site for level design, solely for level design. And I was recently able to chat with the creator, Jeff, and I love what he's doing. He's creating another specific space for level design, which is even better and fantastic. And the more stuff like that, the more resources we have as level designers, it's even better. So I wanted to shout out to them. There's no particular article I'm giving a shout out to. I think you should just check out the website. And for those who are new to joining here, there will be a link to all of that in the description down below. And yeah, please go check it out. Please support the website. I think it's fantastic. And it's a great one for it. So that's the first recommendation. Next, we'll move to the second one, which is going to be by the one and the only lovely Extra Credits. I'm a big fan of them, and I really, really enjoy what they do. They do some amazing content out there, and it's fantastic. I think they have a great team, and they're always doing something new. So this episode is one of the more recent ones, which is about Overwatch and the informational audio. And for those of you who don't know, it's about audio in design, and this is sometimes one of the areas that is overlooked within game and level design. And I think this is just something that isn't always, shouldn't be, should we say, because it's such an important role, and audio sometimes in development is always sometimes the last to ever know. So they do a great thing of showing how Overwatch has used their audio, and not just Overwatch, other amazing games as well, have used the audio to help instruct and guide the player. I think it's fantastic. As I said, audio doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. So I think that is always something that, is something that we truly, truly appreciate. So that's a good one for it. I do recommend checking that one out. Extra Credits, always bringing some amazing, amazing content. So now with that, we'll go to the third one that I recommend, which is an article on Gamma Sutra. Now, I think I might have recommended this before, but if not, do check it out. It is a very good read, and I really, really do enjoy it, and I have a great time reading it for sure. And that is 7 introductory levels that all game developers should study. Talking about tutorial or just introductory levels in 7 iconic games, such as Mario, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VI, and breaking down how they made such an impact and how they were able to, firstly narratively, secondly from a tutorial, all of these things that make an amazing introductory level. And people don't realize that the introductory level or the tutorial level is often the last part of the game to be made, or one of the last, because this is just going through constant iteration, because of the fact that the game is constantly changing as it's developing, not always for the best in terms of production cost and people's time, but this is just one of the sad facts of it. So it's interesting to see how they've managed to take this and put it all into making these grand, amazing opening levels. And we all know, whether you're meeting someone new, playing a new game, that basically, the first impressions are made within the first 60 seconds. So I think it's a really important one to check out, and it's something that, I just strongly recommend to everyone to do. So do check that out. For those who are watching on YouTube, my hair still has not grown back yet, but it is on its way. Okay, so now that one's done, we're going to go have a quick break for a shout out to all the amazing patrons that we have.
If you love game and level design as much as we do, then why not consider supporting Level Design Lobby on Patreon? Patreon is a crowdfunding platform that allows people to directly fund the content and creators that they love. From as little as $1 per month, you can help support us in our mission to unite and teach people across the world about the wonderful and unique field of game and level design, and get some great reward perks in return, such as access to the Level Design Lobby community Discord, bi-monthly webinars, level design weekends, and much more. So head on over to patreon.com/Level Design Lobby for more information and to pledge your support today. Finally, we'd just like to say a massive thank you to all our current backers. It's thanks to the generous support of people like you that we are able to grow and can continue to bring you awesome, new and exciting content. So thank you. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
And again, just as thank you to all the amazing patrons. For all of you who do not know, we did do a massive revamp on the Patreon, and we've got some amazing new stuff, such as the Level Design Library, which if you go check out on the YouTube channel now, there will be a link for that in the description down below. But there is there is a talk I have done, use your words, Max, in which I talk about shape theory in level design. And that's one of the many amazing talks that we have lined up in there. Some fantastic stuff. It's not just talks from me, it's talks from other people that I respect, other people who've got way more experience than myself, sharing lots of level design and some even game design knowledge to all of you that you cannot get elsewhere. So please do check that out. We also offer consultations as well. The Level Design Weekend, which is always a big hit for those who did it. It's something great for portfolio and many more. And the minimum is the amazing community, because it's the community that makes Level Design Lobby the best. It's the game gurus. So thank you all to support so far. If not, check it out. There will be a link in the description down below. So now I've got this, we're going to the fourth one, and this is a shameless plug about myself. But this one is an interview I did recently at PC Games Connect, which was in London, which took place while recording this probably about a week or 2 weeks ago. And it was a fantastic experience. I had a great time. I gave a talk there, met some amazing people out there, and thank you all who did show up for my talk. I really do appreciate it. And that was on mental map and level design. That is one of the talks which was actually available on the Level Design Library in the Patreon. But I got to meet an amazing team of Caffeine Gaming, who are some passionate and very, very friendly people who wanted to do an interview with me about level design. And in this I talk about what it's like to work on the Division, working on multiple other sort of titles, how I got into the industry, and much more. And it was great to meet them, so a shout out to them, and to spread a bit more knowledge. So there is some of my story and my recommendations on how you can break into the industry as a level designer in that. So it's a nice 10-minute video, unless you don't like the sound of my voice, which, I don't blame you after editing this many podcast episodes. Oh, do you know there's over 50 episodes? I'm going on a slight tangent there. But yeah, over 50 episodes, so I get you. Anyway, the final one is actually another reappearance from Extra Credits, who... they're playing now, not what I'm meant to do. But they do another fantastic episode about that... stumbling my words. The catharsis, that word's going to trip me up, of doing. So how do we design these emotional, intense experiences? And uses a great example of Undertale and other great games, and how we express this. How do we get people to express that sense of doing and emotionally connect with people so that they, release the negative energy, because that's what people explain with catharsism, which this video will explain far better detail, and I don't want to steal their thunder. Again, just recommending it to all you amazing gurus. So I recommend checking that out. Again, Extra Credits, as always, doing some amazing, amazing work. And I really appreciate everything that they do. And that there is my 5 recommendations of this month. If you guys want to recommend me stuff to check out, as always, please do. I'm currently, if you haven't seen the last episode, it was a very book-heavy recommendation list. And do you know what? I've just finished another book, 2 of the books on there. I'm currently going through Creative Inc. and enjoying it thus far. It's very interesting, but I'm only about 30 pages in, so there's still more to go. But I finished the 150 universal design tips. That was great, and I constantly, like I said, keep that on my desk to read through. The other one, which was the narrative and storytelling, I've forgotten the game, but that was really good. There was a lot of stuff with shape theory. I actually wish I read that before I did my talk in shape theory, because it brought some new perspective on things. But again, those are great. So thank you all. If you do want to reach out to me or have any questions, then you can contact me on Twitter @MaxPairs, or please feel free to email into the level design into the podcast. Sorry, guys and girls. Like I said, my brain's fried. But anyway, you can email in, and that is leveldesignlobby@gmail.com. If you want to, well, do make sure if you're listening through YouTube to subscribe to the channel, or if you're listening through the podcast apps, then do please rate them 5 stars to help share this so we can get this information growing even further. And yeah, check out the Patreon as well. And just thank you very, very much. And cheers, guys. Sorry for a short episode. As I said, it's a bit of a mad rush right now, but know that I always appreciate you and appreciate that you give me time to watch this. So thank you all, and I'll catch you all.